कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, श्वास श्वास की रक्षा करती, पग पग प्राण बचाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। ऋषियों की रिधि सिद्धि, तू ब्रह्मा की भक्ति माँ, तू विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ। तू ऋषियों की रिधि सिद्धि, तू ब्रह्मा की भक्ति माँ, तू विष्णु की माया देवी, तू शंकर की शक्ति माँ। तू हाथों से भाग जगाती, भागी भागी आती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। माँ तेरी ममता कितनी प्यारी, कितना प्यार जगाती है, कितना प्यार जगाती है। काली महाकाली दुर्गा, तू ही बला भवानी माँ, तू पुराण का सार शारदा।
Sitaram Om Shakti. This is Shakti Sundays with Justin D. Anthony. I want to say it's a pleasure and honor to have you locked on as we play the songs of the Divine Devi, and we bring you teachings of the Divine Mother on this very auspicious Sunday morning. On today's Shakti Sundays, we'll be focusing our discourse on the responsibility and the burden of those who enter trance, or as we say, manifestation. We'll be focusing this program today on the burden that one holds when they enter manifestation. We will speak about some other aspects as well of manifestation, some of the different parts, different aspects of manifestation. So it will indeed be a program that focuses on manifestation, the responsibility and the burdens held by those who manifest to provide healing and readings for devotees. So please do me one favor in the first place. Share this link across your Facebook. I want to begin in the first place as well by saying Sitaram Om Shakti to all those watching in Canada, the United States of America, Guyana, Suriname, the various Caribbean islands. I want to say pranam and good morning to all those watching in the United States of America, Trinidad and Tobago, Suriname, Guyana, the United Kingdom, South Africa, the Mauritius, and elsewhere. Wherever you're locking in and tuning in from, I want to say may the Divine Devi shower her grace in your life. Not forgetting, I want to say pranam and blessings to all the devotees of the Sri Mahakali Durga Mandir, located at 9266 Springfield Boulevard in Queens Village, New York. In particular, I want to extend greetings and say pranam to Pujari Kabirdas. And I also want to say pranam to Grandma Rose, Do me one favor once again, share this link across your Facebook as we speak today about the responsibilities and burdens held by those who enter trance, or as we call it, manifestation. I want to say pranam to Devika Mahabir. I additionally want to say pranam and good morning to Pamela Gayadine and family as well.
Shiva bam 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 bola, bajawe dam
I want to say good morning and pranam to Gita Baldio from Trinidad and Tobago. I want to say pranam and blessings to Shani Singh and family. I want to say pranam to Auntie Nelly as well. So as we begin our discourse for today, speaking on the responsibilities and burdens of those who enter trance, or as we say, manifestation. An exploration into some of the different aspects of manifestation and trance. Not always mentioned, not always known. We live in a world today where everyone wants to manifest the divine energies. And everyone wants to take on the role of providing readings for people and providing spiritual healing for people. In today's world, it is almost like a trend. It is the popular thing to do. But very, very few people understand and can appreciate the responsibility, and indeed I would go further on to say the burden that one holds when they manifest the divine energies to provide healing and guidance for others. Many people go to temple these days with almost a sort of a competitive mind. They want to do everything that is necessary. Or like a runner in a marathon, they want to get to the finish line as quick as possible. That is, they want to manifest as soon as possible. But little do they understand the burden, the responsibilities individuals manifest hold. And as we go along in the program today, we will discuss many, many different aspects of manifestation and trance. And we will discuss explicitly and more in depth the burden one holds when they manifest, they provide readings and healings for others. In the meantime, though, I want to say pranam to Indira. I want to say pranam to Princess Devi Nandra Singh from Mississauga as well.
Jai Jai Kali, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah. Jai Jai Kali, Jai Jai Durge, Jai Jai Ambe, Namo Namah. तेरा पावन सुमिरन करके अंतर में सुख भर आता. तेरा पावन सुमिरन करके अंतर में सुख भर आता. रोम रोम में प्रेम तिहारा, मन में भक्ति बिगड़ जाता. रोम रोम में प्रेम तिहारा, मन में भक्ति बिगड़ जाता.
जय जय काली, जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे, नमो नमः. जय जय काली, जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे, नमो नमः.
मन अंतर में मंत्र बनो तुम जीवन के गुंजारो माँ. मन अंतर में मंत्र बनो तुम जीवन के गुंजारो माँ. जन्म जन्म के संतापों को तेज से अपने जला दो माँ. जन्म जन्म के संतापों को तेज से अपने जला दो माँ.
जय जय काली, जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे, नमो नमः. जय जय काली, जय जय दुर्गे, जय जय अम्बे, नमो नमः.
want to say pranam and good morning to Usha Sicharan. I want to say pranam and good morning to Annie J. Ram and family as well. So to begin our discourse officially, individuals who manifest the divine energies, whether that is the divine mother or a master or a male energy, such as Lord Shiva, Ganesh, or whichever deity it may be, there are many responsibilities that they hold. The first responsibility in the first place is they hold the responsibility to get themselves in that spiritual state, to that spiritual level, where their manifestation will be accurate, effective. Because there is no point, there is no use value in a manifestation that only sometimes tells you the truth. You want a manifestation that tells you the truth all the time and speaks to you with clarity. When the Shakti enters the individual who is manifesting, ideally, you want the Shakti to flow smoothly, without hindrance, without delay. You know, sometimes with your phone and your charger, your cell phone and your charger, sometimes because the wire of that charger is cut, your phone doesn't charge properly. It only partially charges. Similarly, this can be applied to manifestation. You want the divine energy to flow to that individual in the same sense that you want the electricity to flow through that charger to your phone. You don't want it to do a half job. So the first responsibility of those who manifest is something that happens way before they even go to that stage where they manifest. They have to get their spiritual level to a point where they may harness that Shakti. Just praying for 1 year does not give you that ability. Just praying for 2 years doesn't just give you that ability. Indeed, just praying for 3 years, there is not enough worship that can be done to get you to that level. Manifestation and trance, when you read for people, it takes years and years. It can take 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. How many years to get to a level of Shakti, a level of spirituality, a level of sadhana? We use the word sadhana, meaning an individual who does, particular puja, particular devotion and everything. To get to a level of sadhana where you can harness the divine energy, it's not just a 1 day thing, it's not just a 2 day thing, a couple months thing, or 1 or 2 or 3 years thing. It takes a long period of time for you to get the energy to be able to manifest the Shakti, read and heal for people correctly and truthfully. So this is the first responsibility, and this is a responsibility that comes way before you even go to that stage where you read for people or where you heal others. while you're in that state of manifestation. For those who manifest the Divine Mother or their Father, or whatever deity it is, they still hold a responsibility to maintain or indeed increase that energy. They have to do worship on a consistent basis, on a daily basis, for the energies that they manifest. They have to do prayers on a daily basis for them. They have to do offerings to them on a consistent basis. Some of them have to ensure that they do their yearly pujas. They carry out the required animal sacrifice. For those who offer alcohol, drink and smoke, they have to ensure that they offer such items consistently. And all of that has to do with maintaining their Shakti. Because remember, Shakti is one thing for the individual, on the individual level. It has to be maintained. You have to pray consistently. You have to offer and feed the Devis and Devatas that you manifest. Otherwise, the energy goes. Otherwise, you will lose the energy. So this is a responsibility of the individual who does manifest. They have a responsibility to worship consistently, to offer consistently, to fulfill their obligations in respect to puja, and if they have any in respect to animal sacrifice, to maintain their level of spirituality. Otherwise, the energy will go. The energy will become reduced. And when they go to manifest the divine energies Sunday morning at the temple, they will not speak truth, or their manifestation will be off. So it brings me back to one point, and this will be the sort of theme for this program. Everyone wants to manifest. Everyone rushes, they want to manifest. It's like a marathon. They're running. They want to see who can manifest first. But this is not a race. And if you treat it as a race, you know what will happen to you? You go quickly, I want to manifest. Without properly without properly developing the energy, without properly worshipping for years and years, you will manifest, but you'll manifest a half. You'll only speak half-truths. You'll be a corrupted manifestation. A manifestation that is not honest. A manifestation that, as a consequence, confuses devotees and causes more turmoil and chaos in their lives. Everybody's running. They want to manifest. Every single person wants to manifest. But little do they understand what happens when they don't manifest properly. The damage that they do to the lives of devotees when they don't manifest properly.
कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली और कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली अरे कलकत्ता वाली भवानी माई काली कलकत्ता वाली भवानी माई काली अरे कलकत्ता वाली भवानी माई काली कलकत्ता वाली भवानी माई काली अरे महिमा ए भैया महिमा तुम्हारी निराली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली अरे कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली जवान जवान महाकाली माई की जय हो महाकाली की अंगारों जैसे नयन लाले लाले अंगारों जैसे नयन लाले लाले अधरों की लाली गले मुंड माले अधरों की लाली गले मुंड माले अंगारों जैसे नयन लाले लाले अंगारों जैसे नयन लाले लाले अधरों की लाली गले मुंड माले अधरों की लाली गले मुंड माले अरे जालंबी जालंबी जीवन काली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली अरे महिमा तुम्हारी निराली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली कालों की काल महाकाली भवानी माई कलकत्ता वाली
If you just locked on, I want to say once again, Sitaram Om Shakti and welcome to Shakti Sundays with Justin D. Anthony. It is my distinct honor to have you locked on as we play all these divine songs and we speak about this topic today. The responsibilities and burdens of those who enter trance, or as we call it, manifestation. Another of the responsibilities the individual has is the individual who does the manifestation. They have to fast properly in accordance with the rules so that when they go on that Sunday morning, they're able to enter a proper trance or manifestation. So what does this entail? What does this have to do? Well, really, what it entails is from basically Wednesday night, they have to begin their fast. They have to start refraining from meat, fish, eggs, or any product that could or does indeed contain animal byproducts until the Sunday where puja is, completed and everything. So for this period of time, from the Wednesday night, I say Wednesday, and I say Wednesday because if you consume meat or fish or something 11:59 p.m. on a Wednesday, it takes so much time, so much time for your body to process it and for it to be, removed from your body. So realistically, If you're just waiting for consuming meat or fish up to 11:59 p.m. on the Wednesday, is it really your fasting? Because your body has to remove that food, remove those intoxicants or whatever you've put in over a certain period of time. We always advise and tell people to fast from a Thursday. Start from a Thursday and, fast until the Sunday where they go to temple. However, if you really think about it, if you were to really examine it, realistically from Wednesday, from the evening sort of hour, that is when you sort of have to fast. Sort of begin to carry out your fast. Because your body takes so many hours to process all these different, materials, all these toxins and everything to be removed from your body. So you can't wait just at 11:59 p.m. on a Wednesday night and say, oh, I fasted. Have you really fasted properly though? If you really think about it, if you were to really examine it. When it comes to the specifics of fasting, an individual not only needs to refrain from meat, fish, and eggs for this period of time where they fast, but also their mind needs to enter that sort of state of fasting. It has to be free from negative thoughts. Free from thoughts of lust and all these sorts of things, all these vices. Because a part of fasting is how your mind is. It makes no point. It makes no point you are having purity in the sense that, I'm refraining from meat, fish, and eggs. But I don't have purity of mind. I don't have purity of mind because I'm gossiping about this person. I don't have purity of mind because I'm indulging in certain thoughts I should not be engaging in. I don't have purity of mind because, I hold jealousy or envy in relation to someone else. When you enter your state of fasting, you're supposed to make your chakras, the different spiritual organs in your body, aligned, activated so they can, be receptive to the energies, receptive to prayer, receptive to the blessings and everything. And part of making those spiritual organs receptive is to maintain a calm, clean mind. Don't engage in gossip. Don't engage in negative thoughts. Don't even think negatively about yourself. It requires you to be calm, collective. Just be in a positive, sort of blissful state. So all of this comes back to the point of this program and, the whole show. The individual who manifests, they have to maintain purity in terms of what they eat and purity of mind. Because let us think about something very, very simply. How can the Divine Mother, the Divine Father, or whatever deity it is, want to come on your body if you're unclean. In the same sense, when you go to somewhere and the place is not sanitary, the place is, as we say in, the place is dirty. You scorn that place. You want to exit, you do not want to be there. In the same sense, we can apply that to a manifestation, the individual who manifests. If that individual's body does not have purity, why would the deity, the Devi, or the Divine Father want to occupy that body?
शक्ति तू ज्योति स्वरूपम रे हवा गढ़वाली है ने जाली मेरे करो महाकाली रे हवा गढ़वाली है ने जाली मेरे करो महाकाली रे
I want to say Pranam to Doris Diaram. I want to say Pranam and good morning too. Harry and Priya Prasad as well. Additionally, I want to say Pranam and send blessings to Grace. I want to say Pranam to Evelyn Ramcharan, Rihanna, Matabala. I want to say Pranam to Parma Kishan. So as we continue onwards with our discourse for today, for those who manifest, they hold another type of responsibility. And that is a responsibility when they exit that temple on the Sunday. When they leave temple in their daily lives, they hold a different type of responsibility. And that is a responsibility to hold themselves to uphold their character, to uphold their image. In a respectable manner. You cannot manifest on a Sunday, or you manifest and read and heal people on a Sunday, and as soon as you exit the temple, you pick up the phone and you're talking this body's story, you're talking that body's story, you're gossiping and doing all sorts of nonsense. If you are an individual who manifests as you claim to be, you have to uphold yourself to a higher standard morally. Not as soon as you exit the temple on a Sunday, you're out there doing madness and doing stupidness. You're hurting this person, you're hurting this person's reputation, you're talking all sorts of nonsense. You manifest the divine energy. You have to hold yourself to account. Because when you allow your character to fall, when you allow yourself to fall in that sense, remember the deities and devatas that you claim to manifest will not come on your body. And even if they do come, it will be to a very, very low percentage. So this is a responsibility of those who manifest the Divine Mother or Divine Father, whatever energies they are. Outside of the temple, you always have to uphold your character. Behave, put simply. Behave and present yourself in a respectable manner. This is very controversial for me to say. It will be very, very controversial for me to say it. But for females that manifest the Divine Mother, or Kalbairo, or whatever deity it is, for females who manifest, when you exit the temple, you can't go outside and dress in a manner that is inappropriate. Dress like you're going to a club. In other words, I'm putting it very, let me put it very politely. With all these sorts of revealing clothing and everything. Put simply, you're dressing in a very particular way, a very suggestive way. Short and very, very revealing clothing. With the purpose, with a certain purpose. If you manifest the divine energy, if that body that you have holds Shakti, holds the energy of the divine Devi, holds the energy of Kalbairo, how can you, when you exit that temple, disrespect that body in essence? Denigrate yourself by dressing in such a way? Do you think the deities and the devis would be pleased with you? And do you believe if you dress in a revealing way, in such a inappropriate way, do you believe when you come on a Sunday, the devis and devatas will come on your body to manifest, to read for people? Which deity? Which deity? The deities know everything. The Divine Mother knows everything. The Divine Father knows everything. Which deity do you think will come and occupy your body when you use your body to denigrate yourself? So for those who manifest the divine energy, you have a higher standard. You have a higher threshold compared to everybody else. So outside of the temple, you also have that responsibility to uphold your character, uphold your image. Because you are the reflection. You are the representative in the realest sense of the Divine Mother. And you want to go outside and dress in all this sort of way that denigrates yourself, that causes people to look at you in a different way. And that's controversial for me to say. It is very controversial for me to say and everything, but this is the truth. If you manifest the divine energy, you can't exit the temple on a Sunday and then all throughout the week you're dressing in such a, way. Because you disrespect yourself in the process. You disrespect that body that God has given to you. And the deities will not come on your body. Even if they come in a halfway. I want to say pranam and blessings to my Akula family. That is Mina Cromwell and family from Akula, Florida. I want to say pranam to Shanti Siodat. And no one, as I expand on this point, no one's telling you how to dress. No one's telling you this and that. However, given the role that you play, you have a higher burden. You have a higher responsibility. This is the role you have been divinely selected or been able to achieve. You're in a different category. You have to dress better. And there is a difference too. There is a difference between dressing gracefully and there is a difference with dressing like you sell yourself on the street. Like you're a prostitute on the street. Right? So this is all for you to have the understanding. And for you to understand things, you're manifesting the divine energy. All of this has to do with manifesting correctly and appropriately. Your character every day, your character inside and outside of the temple must be maintained. So it comes back to one point. You need to dress gracefully, appropriately, not in a way that will make people think a certain way of you. are dressed in a very, very revealing manner for a particular end. That's controversial for me to say, but this is the truth. If Mother has to come on you, if Master has to come on your body to manifest, to read, that body must be respected. That body must not be used in such a manner.
भद्रकाली कपालनी दुर्गा क्षमा शिव धात्री स्वाहा स्वधा नमस्ते मां देवी अब मुनि मुनि देव माव्य मदे मुनि मुनि देव माव्य मदे यम देवी यमा हो यम माव्य मदे यम देवी यमा अब माव्य मदे यम देवी यमा Muni muni de, abba muni muni, muni muni de, abba mami yama de, yama de mi yama, oh yama mani yama de, yama de mi yama, abba mani yama de, yama de mi yama oh yama kali batra kali, jayanti kali mangala kali batra kali de, yama de mi yama, oh yama mami yama de, yama de mi yama, abba mami yama de, yama de mi yama Jai Jai
And you know, when it comes to the males who manifest, whether they manifest the Divine Mother, the Master, or whatever it is, they also have a burden. They also have a responsibility when they exit that temple. They cannot be dressing like they're a gangster on the street, like they're a thug. You know, some males, they dress like they're a thug. They dress like they're a gangster. Wearing their pants half on, like halfway and everything. If you manifest the divine energies as a male, you need to dress appropriately as well. Don't dress like you're a thug. You manifest the divine energy. You need to hold yourself as a male as well to a higher standard. You need to hold your character to a higher standard as well. The way you behave outside of the temple is equally as important as you behave inside of that temple. You can't be a male who says, oh, I manifest the Divine Mother, I manifest this deity or devata, and I'm outside trying to rob people. The man who robs someone then comes on a Sunday morning going to manifest in a temple. Do you think, let's use our common sense and think about something. Do you believe the deity would come on them? Which deity among all the Devis and Devatas would want to go on the body of an individual who robs from her children? So for the males as well, their behavior and their character outside of the temple is equally as important. They have to maintain and uphold their character. Don't dress like a thug. Don't dress like a gangster. Uphold yourself to a standard. in terms of your appearance as well.
yama devi yama
And your character must be upheld.
mavi yama devi yama yeah.
Robbing people and all those sorts of activities. They're not compatible with manifestation.
Jagat Kali Mata, Jagat
I want to say pranam to Golin. I want to say pranam to Kushmalal. I want to say pranam and good morning to Devi Ram as well.
yama mavi yama devi yama yama mavi yama devi yama yeah yama Jagat Parvati Mata, Jagat Parvati Mata, Parvati Mata, Jagat Parvati Mata, Parvati Mata, Jagat Parvati Mata, yama devi yama yama mavi yama devi yama yama mavi yama devi yama yeah Jagat Ganga Mata, Jagat Ganga Mata.
I want to say pranam and blessings to Stephanie, as well as my nieces as well. I want to say pranam and good morning to Christina Prashad. You know, there's a little story. As we're speaking about this whole topic now, of how when you exit the temple, you know, you have to behave in a good manner. You have to dress appropriately and everything. When it comes to males and females, they have to dress properly. They have to behave properly. They're manifesting on that Sunday. When they exit that temple, it doesn't change. You have to uphold your character, uphold your image. You know, there's a little story. There was a girl, young girl, and she manifests the Divine Mother. So one day she decided that she wanted to go on a night for a little outing one night, which is fine. There's no issue with it and nothing. But she decided to wear something that was very, very, very revealing. Let me put it like that. She could have worn something a bit more graceful, a bit more appropriate. But she decided to wear something very, very revealing, something very, very suggestive. And remember, she manifests the Divine Mother on a Sunday. And she manifested well. So people in the community respect her. People People hold her in a high regard. People really look up to her. So one day she decided to wear something a bit inappropriate. Very, very revealing. This is like revealing to the point where any person would say it's revealing. And she went for an outing one night. And you know what happened to her one day? Around that occasion? When she went out, almost like a big hand, a big female hand hit her on the back of her head. And when that thing hit her, she didn't know where she was. But she went back inside the house. She later found out that it was the Divine Mother who gave her that big slap on the back of her head and caused her to go back inside. Because the way that she was dressed, the people in the community would have looked down at her. If anyone would have seen her, people would look down at her. Her character, her image, especially as a person who manifests the mother, would have been lost. So if you're an individual who manifests the divine energies, male or female, the point I want to leave with you is dress appropriately. Nobody's telling you don't go out and enjoy yourself. But there is a difference between dressing gracefully, dressing elegantly, and there is a difference between dressing in a certain other type of manner. A manner where people will look down at you. Right, so no one's telling you how to dress and whatever, but apply common sense. If you are an individual who manifests mother or the Devis or Devatas, dress in a manner, think about it. How will people look at me? How will people interpret me? Given the way that I dress. No one's telling you can't go outside and enjoy yourself, go for an outing, go for whatever in leisure activity and whatever. But because you manifest the divine energy, you have to uphold yourself, uphold your character, and uphold your standards to a higher level. Otherwise, like this girl in this little story here, you'll get one slap across your head. Or alternatively, and more worse, the divine mother or divine father, or whatever energies come on you, will decide no longer to come on you. Or to come on you, but at a very, very low level. I want to say pranam and good morning to Reshma Sunarayan. I want to say pranam and blessings to Auntie Asha Tahal and the Tahal family from Florida. I want to say pranam to Christina Prashad. I want to say pranam to Girly Prasad as well. I want to say pleasant good morning and blessings to Devi Ram.
पेना होंगी माँ ओम जया जया अंकालमा माला पेना होंगी माँ जया जया अंकालमा लाल लाई रे लाल लाई रे आचनिए बेगलमा ओरे वारे का तेरी है आचनिए बेगलमा ओरे वारे का तेरी है देविया रे अम्मा का तेरी मीनाक्षी अरे भद्रा काली उसे सवे अंकलमा जय जय परमेश्वरी उसे सवे
So as you know, in every program, I like to share a little story that helps to enlighten us and etc. But of course, we're a little bit pressed for time, and this program has been a bit of a different sort of program for today. But regardless, I want to leave you with a message. I want to leave you with something for you to have the understanding. And what I'm about to say, I want you to think about this very, very carefully. I want you to examine it carefully. What I'm about to say, because it runs contrary to what most people are told or what most people believe. But it is indeed a point you should know. And that is when it comes to manifestation. When an individual manifests, that is, they enter that trance to read and heal people. Every person that comes before you, remember, the deity bears half of the karma of that person, and the individual who manifests bears half of the person's karma. Let me repeat that. Every time an individual manifests and a person goes before them, the deity bears half of the karma, and the individual who is manifesting will bear half of that individual's karma. That is the truth. So everybody is running, right? Everybody runs and they run and run. They run like it's a race. They want to manifest. They want to manifest. However, they do not have the full understanding of everything. They do not understand the karmic burden the person who manifests takes on. Every person that goes before you, the deity takes half of the karma, and the person who's manifesting takes half of the karma. And over time, the amount of karma that individual is taking on becomes more and more and more. That is why, for those who manifest the divine energies, whether it is the Divine Mother or whatever deity it is incumbent for them to carry out grand offerings for the Devis and Devatas, to reduce or to null the karmas that they take on. The person who manifests, those are the individuals who have to do great offerings. They have to do grand offerings. They have to do rum and cigarette. They have to do animal sacrifice in some cases. Because the karmic burden they're taking on by healing others is so much. It accumulates. And it is only through that prayer, through these offerings, that they cut the karma. Everyone wants to manifest. Everyone runs and they want to manifest. But they don't understand the burdens. They don't understand the responsibility. They don't understand the consequences. They don't understand the requirements. In saying all of this, I am not taking away from the sacred aspect of manifestation, the use of manifestation. Because I believe when manifestation is properly done, it is a powerful means of healing. It is a powerful means of saving the devotee from the calamities they face. But I'm saying here today, everybody's running to manifest. Everyone's running, they want to manifest. But they don't understand the karmic burden that they're taking on. And when things go wrong, then they'll wonder what happened. Manifestation is great when properly done. And those who manifest properly, the very, very few individuals who can manifest properly and correctly, they're blessed souls, individuals we should all look to as inspiration. But the burdens, the responsibilities that they hold are not a light one, are not an easy one. And that is why I would suggest to you, those who properly manifest. And I want to make this point. I want to come off on the side and just make this point. If someone does a really, really good manifestation, it heals you, it alleviates your karma, alleviates the problems in your life. If someone does such a great manifestation for you, I want to tell you today, in some way or another, show your appreciation for that person. Show gratitude to that person. Because what that individual has done to get to that stage, and what the burdens, the responsibilities that they hold currently in that stage, are often beyond the comprehension of most. Those who manifest properly. See, I'm using the word properly, I mean not because a lot of people don't manifest properly. The few that manifest properly and accurately, those are blessed souls, great souls. And if you get healed by them, if you're benefited by them, in whatever way that you can, show your appreciation to them. Because their lives are not easy. What they bear is not easy. But too often, We think that because people manifest is an easy thing. It's like nothing. And most people in today's world, they get their healing, they get their cure from the manifestation, and that's all. They think it's nothing. They don't understand what the individual who has manifested has done to get to that point, to help them and heal them so well. You know, there's a in every tradition, you know, the First Nations, the indigenous sort of people, if you go through all the cultures, you will see they have the same thing. They have manifestation. They have manifestation in all these different cultures and tribes and all these things. But when you look at the Chinese even have manifestation where they give the deities different things to drink and everything. If you look at the Chinese manifestations, in their culture, in their tradition, they treat the people who manifest the best. They treat them with abundance, give them abundance, make sure they're well taken care of. But we don't do that in our Hinduism. In our Hinduism, when we come back to our Hinduism here, we treat the manifestation sometimes like there's nothing. We get our little cure and healing from the manifestation. We don't care anymore. We treat it like nothing. So in making all of this, I want to tell you something today. Manifestation comes with a karmic burden. Before you go to manifest and everything, understand this burden. Understand how to handle this burden, how to deal with this burden. And the second point I want to make and leave you with in saying all of this, the people who manifest, they are great souls, they are incredible people. If you get healed and cured by them, in some way or another, show your appreciation, show your gratitude to them. Because the deity helps you so much. Yes, we know that. But if not for that person who manifests with their body, where would you be today? That's the question I want to leave you with, my friends. So as I'm leaving now, bringing a close to this program, I want to say, Sitaram Om Shakti. May the blessings of Mother Kateri and all the Devis and Devatas be with all of you. As I conclude, before I conclude, I want to say pranam and blessings to my grandpa Beta and grandma Chitra from Lettikeni. I want to say pranam as blessings as well to Taj and family. To anyone whose name I've missed, I do humbly apologize, and I want you to know I appreciate you tuning in, sharing, and supporting this program. This is Justin D. Anthony with this program on manifestation and the burdens of manifestation in mind. I'm taking my leave. Until we meet again, my friends, may Mother Kateri bless each and every one of you in a special, profound, and incredible way. Until we meet again next Sunday, have a safe week.
या देवी सर्वभूतेषु
आरती श्री रामायण जी की, तीरथी कलित ललित सिया की। आरती श्री रामायण जी की, कीरति कलित ललित सिया भीगी गावत ब्रह्मादिक मुनि नारद वाल्मीकि विज्ञान विशारद सुख सनकादि शेष और शारद परवि पवन सुत कीरति नीति संतत गावत शंभु भवानी और घट संभव मुनि विज्ञानी व्यास आदि कवि कुंज बखानी काक बसुंदी गरुड़ गेही आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति कलित ललित सिया भीगी आरती श्री रामायण जी की कीरति